A tale of love once lost and life finally found. They were the kind of love stories that rarely made it to the movies. Too simple, too kind, too complete. Rahul and Simran, high school sweethearts, were everything young love could be. Music under shared umbrellas, secret samosas after tuitions, matching notebooks, endless conversations, and a bond that needed no proving. They understood each other the way rain understands the earth. Quiet, intimate, and inevitable. They were never loud, never dramatic, just deeply woven. But fate had a different symphony in mind. Life pulled them apart. No betrayal, no heartbreak, just choices, responsibilities, and time. Simran married Siddhant, a quiet, dutiful man with a structured life. Rahul married Kiara, a bright, free-spirited woman with laughter that could fill a room. Simran, ever respectful of her marriage, never looked back. She poured herself into her new family, raising children, fulfilling duties. Siddhant wasn't cruel, but he wasn't her kind of person. He never noticed the small joys, a well-cooked meal, a sudden rain, an old song on the radio. Simran wasn't unhappy, but she wasn't whole either. Rahul too changed. The school sports hero, the boy who once danced in the rain, faded into a serious, overworked man. He provided for his family, supported Kiara, but slowly withdrew from joy. Kiara tried. She danced, dreamed, cooked his favourites, dragged him into little adventures, but he never met her halfway. Decades after life had taken its course, two women, from different cities, living different lives, each carrying invisible weights, unknowingly signed up for the same women-only tour to Uttarakhand. A 10-day journey through the Himalayas, open only to women, promising soulful conversations, bonfire nights, hidden trails, and a break from being a wife, mother, or anything other than yourself. Neither expected more than a breath of fresh air, but destiny, as always, had something unexpected waiting between the mountains. They arrived at Delhi airport, amidst a group of excited women and a vibrant tour manager who declared, "This will be the most unforgettable trip of your lives." He split them into two teams for friendly competitions: music, dance, games and more. Simran and Kiara were assigned to opposite teams. Neither seemed interested in fun. They smiled politely, but their hearts were elsewhere. The group boarded a Volvo bus for an overnight journey to Manali. The manager started an enthusiastic round of Antakshari. Most joined in, laughing and singing. Simran and Kiara remained quiet. Then came a twist. Kiara's team was stuck on the letter R and turned to her. Though distracted, she decided to help and sang an odd, playful song Rahul used to mumble often. Every time he did, she would roll her eyes and say, "Don't you have anything better to sing?" But just maybe today, she was missing Rahul's annoying little mumble. The crowd cheered, her team was saved, but Simran froze. That exact song was Rahul's signature tease. Her eyes lifted to find the source, and they landed on Kiara. A little later, Simran's team got stuck on S. They looked to her, and without thinking, she sang a song, Rahul's favourite, the one he always used to sing after teasing her with the first, the one that made her forgive him. Kiara stared, stunned. This was the same song Rahul used to mumble every time she stopped him from singing that ridiculous first one. A quiet rebellion, his way of saying he wouldn't give up so easily. She blinked, confused. How is this even possible? Two women, two songs, in the same order. Was this just coincidence or something more? The trip continued. The women danced, played and shared stories. Simran and Kiara found themselves drawn to each other. During lunch, Kiara casually asked to sit with Simran. "You look lovely, you could be a movie star." They spoke of nothing and everything, carefully avoiding family details but growing closer with every conversation. At lunch, Kiara ordered butter chicken with butter garlic naan, Rahul's unwavering favourite on every date. Simran's heart skipped a beat. Something was becoming too clear. Later, during a light-hearted conversation on the bus after a travel mishap, Kiara delivered a dry, sarcastic one-liner. "Marriage is like a travel insurance. Sounds secure, but comes with zero adventure." The bus burst into laughter, but Simran froze. That was Rahul's line, personal, unique, ridiculous, but his, not something you'd find in books, a joke he used to crack in college. Simran glanced at Kiara and replied softly, "That's what you say when you haven't read the fine print." The moment passed quickly, unnoticed by others. But the two women locked eyes, with wonder, suspicion, and something almost like understanding. By now, neither could deny the truth. They had both loved or were still loving the same man, Rahul, present in two lives in two different ways. But they never said his name. One evening, Kiara leaned in as if casual. "My husband's loyal and kind, but he's so serious. How would you bring some spark into such a man?" Simran understood instantly. She knew this man, not just his face or habits, but his heart. She knew what made him laugh, what scared him, what he hid behind that serious exterior. She smiled gently and said, "He doesn't need fixing, he needs reminders. Remind him of who he used to be, surprise him with old songs. Sit beside him in silence, let him know it's safe to be playful again." Kiara held on to every word. In return, she shared what she had done. "I wore his college jersey, made his favourite tea just right. I played dumb just to make him explain football to me. I even dragged him into the rain once." She laughed. "He didn't dance, but he didn't scold me either." Simran's eyes welled up. Rahul had found love, a different kind, but a love just as deep, and maybe even more patient. Her heart felt lighter. "You have no idea," she whispered, "how much peace you've given me." Kiara took her hand and smiled. "I haven't seen such a beautiful smile before." The tour came to an end. Women hugged and exchanged numbers. Simran and Kiara held each other tight, not just as friends, but as kindred spirits who'd healed something unspoken in each other. No names were revealed, but everything was understood. Simran returned home and gifted Siddhant a hand-painted diary, a small thing he always dismissed as silly. To her surprise, he smiled. She sang old tunes while cooking, told him jokes mid-meal. "Siddhant, steady, silent Siddhant," began to soften. He started laughing more, even told a joke at a wedding once, and Simran, she finally felt seen. She prayed for Kiara and for Rahul. Back home, Kiara began playing Rahul's childhood songs at breakfast, brought out old photo albums, turned everyday things into playful surprises. One morning, Rahul picked up a football and kicked it toward their son. Kiara stared. He laughed. He started hosting society events, even danced at a cousin's sangeet. The serious man was glowing. Kiara never told him why she smiled so much now, but she knew. Simran had given her Rahul's past, so she could protect his future. Years passed. One bright morning, Simran stood on a train platform somewhere in Europe, hand in hand with Siddhant. Across the tracks, she spotted a woman laughing with her husband. It was Kiara, and beside her, cheerful Rahul. A train passed between Simran and Kiara, then slowed. Their eyes met. A gentle smile passed between them, not of longing, but of quiet knowing. No tears, no regrets, just joy. A sense of peace, long awaited, hearts content, wounds healed, lives complete. They raised a thumbs up to each other, quietly celebrating a song they both knew by heart. The song between us. Sometimes healing doesn't come from the one you loved. It comes from the one who loved them after you.